Hello, and welcome to the Boondoggle podcast, episode number 9? 9.
9, yes.
Episode number 9. I got confused because... Okay, so, how's everybody doing?
Pretty good.
Pretty good? So, something really cool happened on Sunday. Don't know if you know about it. Obviously you do. But,
No, I have no idea what happened. Living on Tumblr, I did not know what was happening on Sunday at that specific time with that specific event.
So the 12th Doctor was announced this past Sunday, and he is Peter Capalblada. I can't pronounce his name. Does anybody know? Does anybody know how to pronounce his name? Peter Capaldi? Yeah, that might be it. So Peter Capaldi is going to be the 12th Doctor. Does anybody have any opinions on that? I know I do.
I don't, because I'm not into Doctor Who.
I think I'm going to like him.
Yeah. When I first saw, I first heard the name before I saw anything, and I was like, wow, I have no idea who that is, yay! And then I saw him, and he looks like the Doctor. He has, that kind of feel to him.
Yeah.
All the Doctors kind of have that feel that they are the Doctor, and he has that kind of look to him, so...
Literally all I remember from, getting onto Tumblr that day was a lot of people being like, it was decided, it was fate, because in World War Z, he was a Who Doctor.
Oh my god, yeah!
I just saw that, and I was, nearly in tears from laughing, because I'm like, who of all people thought that this would be a thing?
I'd forgotten about, how did they plan that? Was that a thing that they planned?
I think that was done on purpose. Let's be real here.
It had to have.
That's just too much of a coincidence. It's like a little teaser put in. Go and find it.
I just realized a thing. But, hi, my name is Michelle, and I have a yellow background.
I'm Lindsay, and I have the blue background.
I'm Rebecca, and I have the purple background.
I'm Kelsey, background color green.
Yes. Oh my god.
Great.
I got so caught up in getting to talking about the Doctor that I just completely that slipped my mind. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. Okay. Also another thing about Peter Capaldi being the 12th Doctor is that he was already in Doctor Who, which apparently has happened with a past Doctor before, and they just
ignored it.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
It was either the 5th or 6th. That's what I saw on, a post somewhere, that it was
the one with the scarf?
No.
No,
I would have remembered that one.
I'm not familiar with all of the Doctors before the 9th Doctor.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of where I jumped into Doctor Who. I plan on going back, but it's a big commitment to go back. Another thing that kind of happened, I'm not even sure when this came out, but Sherlock Series 3, they released a teaser for that.
I think they released 2, because my sister was, talking about a different one about him, about Sherlock telling, how he, escaped and survived and all that, and I was like, I didn't see that one.
Really?
I don't even know about that one.
Maybe, because she was talking about it, a day or so after I talked about the one that we saw, whenever it's, his silhouette in the door, and it's just, panning to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And there's that mustache.
That him with a mustache just throws me off.
I know, because I'm used to seeing Martin Freeman without a mustache.
And then he has that really British-like mustache, and it's
it reminds me of my uncle. He has that sort of mustache.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, shave it. Because it's just so weird.
So, what did your sister, might she have seen a fan-made trailer? Like,
Don't know, because the way she described it was like,
I'm looking it up and I don't see anything, and I don't
Okay, then
see
it must have-
why
it must have been
they
a fan
would release the information on how he escaped.
No. Like like he was he was talking about it, but it would like cut out certain words and certain phrases and like jump cut and like glitch and all that. That's what she said happened. It might have been a fan trailer.
it could have been.
I think it might have been, because I can't find anything.
Yeah. And that would generally be something that people would freak out about.
Oh God,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have probably seen something by now, right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Same with me, and I haven't seen anything. But I mean, if that's a real thing that exists, I want to find it and
Yeah,
I
watch
know,
it.
I want to find you and I want to watch you.
even if it's a fan trailer, some fan trailers are like really fun to watch anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm excited.
So am I. Like, how long has the wait been?
I don't
For
know because I
Sherlock.
got into Sherlock really late.
I got into it really early, and I didn't know the first time I watched it that it was only going to be 3 episodes.
I remember you talking about that. You were
I died inside because the first season ends on a cliffhanger. And I was like, oh, I can't wait for next week. And then I went on for next week, and it started all over again. And I was like, no! I kept watching it. I was like, this isn't right. This isn't fair. And then I kept waiting, and I kept seeing, like, Sherlock pop up every now and again, but it'd still be the same first season. And I'm like, I've seen this. I want to know what happened.
Kelsey, have you seen any of Sherlock? I don't.
I've only seen the first episode.
Yeah, because you watched it at my place.
Yeah, you
Oh.
guys made me watch it.
Did we?
No,
Was I there? Oh,
it was
okay.
Rebecca and her brother.
Okay. It's usually me who makes people watch things. So
You
I
made
thought it
me
was-
watch it because you were like, Lindsay, okay, you gotta finally watch it. And I was like, I do need something to watch while I do homework. You know, to completely distract me from doing said homework. Okay, I'll do it.
Generally, if I try to push somebody to watch something, it's because I think they'll really like it.
Mhm.
Or, like, I really like it, and I just
know
hope
what's
everybody
funny?
else likes it.
What's funny about that, when I had first watched Sherlock, you hadn't known about it, but I was watching it, and I was like, man, I think Michelle would really like this show.
Oh
And I
my
think
God.
I brought it up in conversation, and like, not a lot, but like once, and I didn't talk about it again or something, because I was like, well, it's only like 3 episodes, and maybe there'll be more or something.
Yeah, I'd gotten into Sherlock, I think, as the second season was ending.
I got
Because-
into it whenever the second season was over.
Yeah, you got into it, like, not long ago. Was it this
was-
year?
It was this year. I think it was first semester of school.
Mm-hmm.
So that was like back like
Yeah.
between September and December.
Should also say that for those who don't know, which if you've heard anything about Sherlock, you've probably heard that the spaces between their seasons are years. So waiting for it is extremely painful and heartbreaking.
Especially since they end on cliffhangers all the time.
Yes! Especially this last season was
Stop.
a big cliffhanger.
Yeah, I watched the first season, and I was like, man, that's a good, bad cliffhanger. Like, it's, like, I still have to wait for it, but it was a good, like, oh my god, what's happening next? And then I had to wait, and then I was like, nothing could beat that, and then I watched season 2. And I was like, no, this is bad.
Yeah, because you're sort of like on that fence where it's like, I hate it because of how it ended, but at the same time, I love it for how it ended. And
I
I'm just,
like the ending.
Mhm.
Yes.
I was
I
just
want
angry.
more. I want what happens.
It makes me wonder how this season or series or whatever is going to end. Like, is this going to be the last one, or is there going to be another one after that? Has that been a thing that's...
I
I'm not
don't
sure.
know. How, like, it all depends on, like, how many stories of Sherlock there are in, like,
There are quite a few.
A lot.
yeah, so, because they're making it like 3 episode seasons and they're like an hour, almost 2 hours long, right?
Yeah, they're like movie
Yeah, they're
length.
basically movies. Like, you can understand that, like, the year gap thing.
Yeah, it's kind of
Would make
necessary.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because they're basically shooting a trilogy
Yeah.
in one go.
We probably won't find out about a fourth series unless it's already been, like, confirmed that there will be one until, like, after this third
Season.
series is over.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, either if it starts and they've already said, oh yeah, there's a fourth one coming, or, like, maybe, like, a month or so after the third one's done.
Mm-hmm.
It all just depends. I hate waiting.
Yeah.
I've done my time.
12 years.
Yes,
Oh my.
okay.
Okay, no, I'm not even gonna make the reference because I make that reference way too often.
I do too, man.
Um,
And going on to another show that has a lot of waiting and anguish, pain, and all that stuff, Gravity
speaking
Falls.
of long hiatuses. No.
Yeah, because this show, friggin' like, as soon as like one episode is done, they have to wait like another like month or couple months or so. I think, yeah, it's been like a couple months or so because this series started in June 2012, and they only just finished their 20 episode season like a week or so ago.
Really?
Yeah, because they keep going on hiatuses.
Oh my god.
It's like the best Disney TV show that I've seen in a really long time.
Definitely.
How
because-
how popular is it? Like, is it a popular show or is it kind of one of those things like
It's really popular. It like as soon as like I think it was maybe the first couple episodes came out, were already like wanting to make another season.
Oh,
Mhm.
Clarify. We're talking about Gravity Falls.
Yes.
yeah. I think we said that, but
Yeah, I did.
No.
oh, okay. But say it a second time, whatever.
To explain what Gravity Falls is, it's a Disney show, and it's like it's kind of like supernatural twin mystery solving powers, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's like the plot of like two twins.
Two twins.
Whatever. Go to a small
It's
weird-
Gravity Falls, Oregon,
yeah, to
and
live with their uncle for the summer.
their grunkle.
Like they find out all this weird stuff is happening in the town and stuff like that. And they always like those kind of plots. 'Cause you're like, oh, what's this book mean? Or what's so special about this building? Or what's going to happen? And what's all this mean and stuff? And I like finding out.
Yeah,
I-
and it's really neat because after every episode, like while you're watching the credits and stuff, they do like a code of numbers, and you can like decipher it and all that, and it will actually like give you a clue as to what might happen later on in like an episode or two away, or like just something that's the whole premise of
Oh,
the
really?
show, and it's really freaking awesome.
Does it take a while, like a few episodes to get into the whole weird plot
No.
stuff?
It's like
Really?
it's like a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
'Cause I've watched an episode, which I'm pretty sure would have been the first episode, but I don't remember any of that stuff happening. Unless I
Oh,
just,
oh.
Like in the
It's
first
like,
episode, like the
sorry.
I'm just trying to think of how to explain the first episode because they
It's
do
like
dive
it has,
into like
segmented adventures
mhm.
of weird stuff happening.
Okay.
And then there's this overall plot of like, well, like that you kind of find out throughout the episodes or whatever.
Mhm.
I guess 'cause
But each episode has like a weird adventure happening each time.
yeah. I guess just from hearing people describe it, when I watched it, I automatically expected it to be a carrying over plot, like for the plot to carry over from episode to episode, but it was like segmented
Like
adventure things.
down the line, like some plot points from previous episodes do end up being like cameoed in like other episodes, like in one like in one episode particularly. I won't talk about it. It's just called The Time Traveler Pig.
Mm-hmm.
That episode is basically cameos out the wazoo. That's all I can really say about it, and if you've watched the series, you'll know what I'm talking about.
There was
I think
there
it's
was
like,
sorry.
I'm trying to think of when that episode is because it's very early on.
Yeah, it's like episode 8-ish
Mm-hmm.
or something. But what was it? Okay, well, I kind of like it because it'll take some stuff near the end of one episode and carry it over to like the next episode and like mention the previous episode or something. Like there was one episode where Mabel, which is the girl twin, she's like trying to figure out what sweater to wear or something at the very end.
Oh,
And someone picks like the llama hair one. And then the next episode, that's the sweater that she's wearing.
mm-hmm.
I think I have to, like, watch a few episodes of that.
Mm-hmm.
You do.
Yeah, 'cause it sounds really good, and I want to watch it. I don't know why I didn't continue watching it after I watched one episode.
It might have just been because, like, the first episode, I will admit, is kind of really dumb. But, like, one of my favorite characters appears in that one. Schmabulok.
I liked the first episode.
I'll just have to rewatch it again
Mhm.
and see how I feel about it all. I'll try to
Yeah.
watch, like, the first season or whatever and get through that, and if I still don't like it by that point, then it's probably not something I'm gonna like. But
I will think, like, I will assume that, like, you will end up liking it because it's got a lot of, like, supernatural and, like, coding and, like, ooh, do you know what
Probably.
this is?
Yeah,
I like
think you-
stuff like that.
I think you'd like it.
Also, I really
It
love
reminds
the
me
fact-
of like shows like Twin Peaks, only more cartoony and
Mhm.
kiddish.
Yeah.
Oh, and this is really cool. I should have mentioned this earlier, but the creator, Alex Hershish, I can't pronounce it, and I
That's
have
a
it in
name,
front of my
apparently.
freaking face. He based the twins, Dipper and Mabel, off of him and his sister.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then their Grunkle Stan is actually based off of their grandpa. And then, like, the rest of the characters, I think Seuss is, like, a cousin or a friend of theirs from childhood, but, like, all the other characters are, like, generally based off of people that he knows.
Mm-hmm.
And this is later down in the line, but for his sister's birthday kind of present, she was really into Lance Bass. Yeah, so he got him, like, her brother got him to have him in the show, and like Mabel was like freaking out, being like, "Oh my god!" It was just funny, and I was like, "That's like a very good birthday present."
That's cool that they're, like, based off actual people.
Yeah.
I think that's why I liked it a lot.
Yeah, it has like a realistic kind of feeling to the characters.
Mhm.
Especially Grunkle Stan.
I love Grunkle Stan.
I'm like, yeah, people do that.
Did you see any episodes of it, Kelsey?
No.
No?
You should.
I
You
didn't
like
think
it
so.
a lot.
I've thought about watching it. It's just that I don't like finding shows on the internet.
We should
Yeah, it's really
both get
hard.
together and
You
watch
should.
it and find a place
Kelsey,
to watch it.
I'm pretty sure you have like a real strong connection with Mabel and her sweaters.
Yeah, I don't doubt that I'd like it. I just don't like looking for things.
I'll try to find you somewhere to watch it if I go to watch it.
Mhm.
Like, even you sent me links before, and a lot of the time, because, like, I don't use ad blocker, but I use NoScript, and it blocks a lot of stuff, and I'm just too lazy to figure out what it's blocking that makes me not able to watch things.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll try to find I'll find something that doesn't have a lot of like pop-up weird things and I'll send you it so that we can watch it and know
Yeah,
the
like
things.
I've recently stopped going to one site because my computer was like, this site is a hazard, and I'm like, yeah, I probably shouldn't go there anymore, but there's nowhere else to watch things.
Yeah, see, I have the thing where I don't stop going to places when my
Mhm.
computer says it's a hazard, and I probably should.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't send other people to the sites that my computer says is a hazard, so that's one thing. But yeah,
You see, I'm not willing to do things like that because I need my computer for school
yeah. I'm
and I need to keep it in good shape.
See, I'm surprised at myself that I do things like that because I love my computer, and if anything were to happen to it, I would just be lost.
Yeah, I know.
So, but I still put myself through that. I should
have
try to
to.
stop.
Like my my computer has blue screened a couple of times, but I know the reason why is because it was overloaded.
My
And I had
computer,
it running for a really long time.
my computer glitches out like about once every second month, I would say.
Hmm.
But it's been doing that since I got it, which I probably should have like brought it in and been like, "Hey, why is it doing this?"
Yeah.
But it's never actually like completely crashed where I've lost anything. So far I'm okay with it.
Yeah, like I've not
Yeah.
I haven't lost anything, thank God, but I back it up regardless.
I'm so bad because I'll leave things until it actually goes wrong, even though there's signs that something could go wrong. I'm
Yeah.
like, no, it's gonna be okay. I'll leave it. If it actually crashes, then I'll like take it in and it'll be fixed. Like my freaking internet, I don't want to call until I like completely lose my internet or something. But yeah. Anyway, so PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, whenever the PlayStation 4 comes out, you are required to have PlayStation Plus for online gaming, like multiplayer and all that.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
I have to admit is not that bad because PlayStation Plus is pretty sick.
PlayStation Plus is like beneficial.
Yeah, because it's like you're paying like $50-$60 a year to get not only free games, but like, what is it like?
Discounts on games.
Yeah, major discounts. And then like you just get a lot of better stuff. Like I even talked to my mom. I'm like, "Mom, why haven't I bought that yet?" And she was like, "I don't know." 'Cause I just bought it like a PlayStation Network card to buy stuff on the store, whatever it is.
Oh.
But if you get free games on PlayStation Plus,
You get to
and
keep
then you
them.
if you stop paying for PlayStation Plus, it doesn't go away.
I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Like once you download them, you get to keep them. I'm pretty sure that happens.
Okay, I thought
But
it
it's
might
also
be.
it's also kind of like, why would you give it up? Like $60.
Well, if you can't
Money.
afford it.
Yeah, true, true. Like if you get down to the point where you're like, I can't even afford $60 a year for this.
Chelsea,
Like,
did you say oh?
Yeah, because I just you were talking about memberships and like paying and stuff,
oh
and
yeah, yeah, yeah.
it reminded me that I forgot to tell you guys that a few weeks ago I went to EB and they do sell Steam cards in Canada.
They do.
Oh.
They do.
Well, shit.
Well
Yeah.
then.
Now we know.
I just thought that would be good to say. You know,
I don't owe your
so
brother
you
any
know.
money for that, right?
What do you
Because
mean?
I'm pretty
No?
sure I said I bet you $10 that they don't.
Oh.
Oh, well then, yeah.
I'm pretty sure I said that to him.
For that.
He doesn't listen now, does he?
Well,
that might
he
be in the
didn't
clear.
until this point.
No.
Oh, actually, he did listen to the first episode.
My
Oh, well,
brother,
Oh.
first.
my brother listened to the first episode too.
My mom asked if she could watch it, and I was like, "You can, but I don't think you'd find it interesting." And she was like, "Yeah, probably not." So I don't think she's
My
gonna
mom
listen.
asked to listen to it too, and I was like, no.
Yeah,
I don't want to show you what it is.
once it comes
She
to like the
doesn't know
parents,
what
you're
it is.
like,
Can't look it up either.
it's like once you get to the parents wanting to know about it, you just become that Hispanic lady from Family Guy being like,
What?
no,
What?
no. I basically did that whenever my dad was like, hey, can I listen to it? I was like, no,
No.
we need more lemon pledge.
I could care less if my mom listens to anything that I do, because
Your mom
really,
doesn't judge.
like, I would expect her to, but she doesn't at all. She, like, doesn't judge for anything.
Yeah,
And if she
she's like-
does, if she is judging you, she won't even say that she's judging you. She's
Why
like
can't
a
you
really
have a
cool
mom
mom.
like yours? Your mom is so supportive and all that stuff, and my parents are like, "That's lame." And I'm
I
like,
know my mom wouldn't like judge me on it, but I still don't really
Yeah.
want her to listen in.
very insecure about it.
I'm like, no, go away.
No.
Only Daniel.
Only one? Why do I make references to things I haven't even seen? Like
I do
just
that too.
That too.
so
You
many
guys
things. So many
Mentioned
things to watch.
that reference to Harry Potter earlier, and you guys know that I have only seen 2 Harry Potter movies because you
Yes.
made me watch them.
You watch it.
But I made that reference once, and I was like, wait a second, did I even watch that movie?
I'm pretty sure you did.
Did you make the Azkaban?
Yes, that one.
Yeah, I think we made you watch that one.
So
Yeah.
technically.
We made
could-
you watch that one and a different one, I guess. But
It
I don't
was,
remember what the
the
other
sort
one
of
was.
The Goblet of Fire.
Yeah, the Goblet.
Oh, okay.
I know that it was that one
The year of
because
bad haircuts. Or no haircuts. I can't remember what the joke
no,
is.
I had seen part of that on TV before, and I was like, no, we should watch that one because like I've seen like 5 minutes of it, and I'm a pro.
We should try to watch all of them sometime.
Oh
Like,
my
not
God.
all of them together. I've done that before. I did that with Brooke, and we ended up staying up, like, all night
Do
watching
you
all of
remember
it.
whenever we tried to watch Lord of the Rings, the extended version?
We didn't know it was the extended version. And it was, like, 5 hours, and we're still in the first, like, movie or whatever.
We were like watching it, and we were like, I don't remember this scene.
Oh my god.
It was like we started them at like 11 p.m. It was just a bad idea.
Oh, that
We
was
didn't think it
horrible.
through.
And then you said that your brother had a marathon with, like, his
old roommate.
past roommates, and they watched all of the extended editions
And
of
one
Lord of
thing.
the Rings.
Do
How do
that.
you even... I love marathoning stuff. How do you do that?
Here's the kicker. My brother's not a big fan of Lord of the Rings.
That would suck so much.
He likes The Hobbit, but not Lord of the Rings. And he told me he was so bored, and I laughed so hard.
Oh god. I feel
And it
so
would
bad.
be- And the great thing is your brother can't be rude, so even
Yeah,
if he
that's
said,
why
"I'm
it's
bored of
funnier."
this," and left, he wouldn't be able to because he would have felt so bad.
But no, it would have been his roommates and him, though, you know? And he didn't know them that well. And because they had already been living there before he moved in.
He's like, they need to like me.
Yeah, it was just like, I
He's
can't
like,
just
feel
leave.
obligated.
Because then they'll think I'm even weirder than they already think I'm weird. You know?
But no, remember
Oh.
whenever we Peach Girl.
Yes.
Oh my god.
So marathon that at your
marathoned it.
house.
We couldn't finish it in one day though.
Yeah,
had
we
to go
split
on
it
to the
into
next
2
day.
days.
I was like, we only had like 3 episodes left or something. I don't know.
That was painful.
That was. I want to watch it again though, which is
Good show, kind of
good.
painful to marathon. Even though
Yeah.
you'll want to marathon it if you actually get into it.
Do
Yes.
not watch the live action.
no, God,
Don't.
It's really bad.
Just stop.
Did you watch all of it? Or
No.
did you still just watch, like, the first 5 minutes like me?
I watched the first episode. That's it.
Oh god.
Like, I don't even think I finished the episode. I watched like 2 parts, and then I was like, done.
It looked so bad. I don't even want to talk about it.
No, let's move
Moving on.
Moving on. Okay,
So-
so
Speaking of Steam cards, you
Hi,
could
Dad.
totally in the future buy a Hat in Time on Steam.
I'm so excited.
Lit.
I feel
didn't
bad
get
because I
there.
pre-ordered it. And it was like through Amazon, and I hate using Amazon.
I really want to play Hat in Time, but I also don't have the money yet.
is it
Yeah.
already, like, up on Steam?
No, it's just
Okay.
No, you pre-order it through Amazon, and then you'll get a Steam code.
Alright, how much is it? Is
It's
there
like
a price
$20.
point?
it's like
Okay.
$20 for the regular thing, and it's like how much for?
It's like $79 for the deluxe one.
Whoa.
Because the deluxe one comes with the soundtrack and I think another copy.
Yeah,
Oh,
You get
okay.
2 copies because it's gonna have co-op elements in it.
Ah,
well, now it will.
Yeah,
Because
now
my
it will.
sister got enough money.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure they must have gotten enough money.
Yeah, I would probably just get the regular one. Unless somebody wanted to give me a copy of it.
I was actually thinking of that. I'm like, if only there was like 4 copies instead of just 2, I would have bought it for everyone.
Yeah, games with 4 copies work so well with us.
I
now.
know. Like with Dungeon Defenders, that was
Mhm.
like such a good steal because it was like what, $6 for the 4-pack?
Yes.
I
And
think
I was
might
like-
play that game a little bit too much.
We might have to buy
uh,
DLC to
yeah.
continue on.
Yeah.
But it's like the DLC isn't that much either. It's like for the whole thing, it's like maybe $11 or something. I don't know.
But yeah, A Hat in Time is like those old Nintendo 64 games. That's what like they were going for
Yeah.
it.
I love the
Yeah,
like
yeah,
style
stuff.
of it.
It reminds me of Wind Waker.
I know, and that's why I love it so much, because I love the style of Wind Waker.
I know.
And I know that at the time Wind Waker was out, people were like, oh, it's cartoony, blah. I actually really liked it.
I really liked it.
Yeah. I wish I had gotten a chance to play Wind Waker, but I only had the like 10-year anniversary disc for like the
Oh,
game.
the demo thingy?
Yeah, I only got the demo. I had a chance to borrow it from someone, a guy in our class when we were like way back in the day,
Mhm.
but then he moved away and I was like, can't play Wind Waker now.
Well, if you decide to get a Wii U in the future, it's something you can get.
I will get a Wii U, just not now.
Yeah.
Or
You can come
probably
over to
later.
my place, and
It's-
we can play it
Yeah.
together.
The Wii U is getting a lot of new games,
Mm-hmm.
starting from now till like December and on. That
Yeah,
I
but it's
just
not doing-
want.
It's not
What?
doing too well on selling, like on the selling point, it's not doing too well.
I don't care. The Wii U is really good in my
I know.
It's
opinion.
really good. I
I
like
love
it.
the Wii U. I think I love it more than the GameCube, and that's saying a lot, because the GameCube is my favorite system.
Yeah, the GameCube was good.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Sorry.
lots of fun. We used to hook up the GameCube to like a projector outside at the campground and like play F-Zero racing and stuff.
Really?
Yeah,
Was
It
I
was-
there for that?
you might have come around sometimes when we were doing it, but it wasn't like our projector,
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
It was still fun to do though.
Yeah, like I just hate it with like I want to get a Wii U, but I also want to get the PS4, but I'm gonna wait like a year or so to get the PS4, so I'm like I just want new games for the PS3.
My
Yeah.
brother might get the Wii U for Christmas.
Yeah, because the price will
And
go
that-
down.
My time to get it.
That's what I did. I get it for Chris.
I think you did.
My mom
You
paid for half of it
Yeah, I think
because
that's
it was a
what happened.
present for something.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And the only reason I got it was because it was like a super good deal for like a bundle of a bunch of stuff with it.
Yeah, it was like you got
So-
the Nintendo Land.
Yeah, I got the Nintendo
Free.
Land download. I got the Zombie U thing. I got a Pro Controller. And it all cost like not that much more than the regular priced deluxe set, which
Yeah,
is
because
what.
that's 32 gigs, I think.
Yeah, so I got
Generally,
that.
the higher the like gigabyte and all that, the more it will cost. Like I'm pretty sure my PS3, I can't remember how many gigabytes it is, but it's like probably one of the higher ones. And my
Mhm.
mom got it for cheap because she got it for me around Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like
another-
Christmas is the time to buy consoles.
Yeah, definitely.
Not when they're brand new though.
Plus, all the games are on sale,
Oh God,
so
True.
like you can get it for Christmas and then Boxing
Michelle,
Day or week, bang
Yes.
'em.
didn't you buy Assassin's Creed 3 for the Wii U for like $10?
Freaking! I went into Walmart yesterday and they're changing into a superstore, so it's gonna be like a grocery store and stuff. So everything's all mixed up and all messed around. And I walked up to the electronics section because I wanted to look at Pikmin 3. They didn't have Pikmin 3 out because they're all
course.
messed up. But they had a stand which was like value games, and on it, all for, not all together for $10, but individually the games were $10. They had Assassin's Creed 3, and they had Call of Duty, whatever the newest Call of Duty game
Ghosts?
is. might have been
No.
that. It's
No, that one's still in production. Call of Duty something or other.
yeah, whatever. The one for the Wii U that's out, and they had Nintendo Land. All of them were $10 each. So I already have Nintendo Land, which is like $60. It's a full price game.
Mm-hmm.
And like, what were they? Why was it $10? That's like so weird.
I think it's to also, like, because of the Wii U sales, because not a lot of people are buying them, they're like, hey, look, games are on sale, you should buy a Wii U. I think that must have been it.
Well, I enjoy it because
like, technically, Call of Duty and Assassin's Creed are the AAA titles.
yeah.
So, like, bumping a AAA title down to friggin' $10 when it's still, like, $60 on other
That
consoles.
was like so ridiculous.
I know. And you
'Cause
can... This is a pet peeve of mine because I pre-ordered Assassin's Creed 3, the collector's edition, which got, like, the figurine and the flag and all that.
mm-hmm.
And I pre-ordered it thinking, oh, I'll never be able to buy it, like, in store, like, on the day of release. Walmart is still selling those editions. They're still there. They're still, like, I literally kicked myself in the butt every time I went into Walmart back, like, where you are, Michelle. Like, I was like, I could have bought it for a lot cheaper.
That's like they figured all the Wii U's would be like sold out, and they still had like
a lot.
But either way, so we talked about A Hat in Time being greenlit.
Now it's on to Deadly Premonition.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was also greenlit.
Deadly Premonition. I'm really excited for that because I really want to play through the story. Ever since I started like watching VGA play,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, I really want to get this game. And then I was like, wait, I have to stop watching them play it because otherwise it won't be new to me.
See, I've watched
so I
them
went
play and
around
I've
looking
gotten
for the
everything.
game, and you know it's not being made anymore because it's
Yeah.
a game. So I went around looking for it in like, you know, trade games or whatever, and I was like, I can't find it, and I was like, maybe it'll come out again or something, and it was like greenlit on Steam, and I was like, yes.
Yeah, I think I voted for it whenever it was being
I don't think
greenlit.
I did, but I did vote for A Hat in Time and a few other games. But yeah,
I-
like that's pretty
I was
awesome because
so-
like
I went to go vote for Deadly Premonition, and it was already greenlit, so I was like, yeah.
Or maybe
You should
that's what happened to
voted
me.
for it anyway. But no, like I'm really excited that like a game like that because it's it's like a gem, a hidden gem because it is a good game.
It's
Very
kind of like
awkward, but it's still good.
Gravity Falls, where it's placed into a weird town, and there's this big mystery.
Yeah,
Mhm.
or Twin Peaks.
Yeah, it's apparently pretty much exactly.
Yeah.
And it isn't that much different because I have watched some of Twin Peaks, and I have
Yeah.
watched some.
Me too, and it's
It's
like...
It's like the same thing. Well, except for like the really, really weird stuff.
hmm
And like stuff more, what's the word I'm looking for? Supernatural kind of looking
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
That
seems
stuff
to
is
be in
different.
it.
Excuse me.
Pardon you.
I
Yeah.
couldn't hold it in. It was like stuck in my
Lindsay.
throat, and I was like, "Okay, I've got to do it now, or it'll just hurt later on."
No, that was just rude.
Yeah, really.
Eat
Eat the rude.
Ow! I almost actually started crying there.
So,
You
geez.
must be executed.
What? For burping?
She's went too far.
Go back in the day, people used to execute people who burped.
They
Oh,
thought that
I'm
they had demons in them.
You live now.
No, but I can actually start crying on cue now. It's horrible.
You're
you're a
fake
witch.
crying during that person's
Kelsey.
crying. Witch!
Kelsey, I thought I was a Greek man.
You are.
You're a Greek man witch. A Greek man witch? What? That did not.
Oh, a Greek man.
Greek marriage.
Those together did not.
Marriage.
Man,
I heard marriage.
Like a sandwich, but with a lot of hair.
Oh, because sandwiches are what's the word? Sloppy Joes or whatever, aren't they?
I don't
Yeah.
When I hear manwich, I think of something completely different.
Oh,
you think.
manwich is a word for an actual sandwich.
It is.
Really? That's
Yeah.
Cutting off from that, because I don't...
Yeah, we don't
want
need
to
to
talk about
know.
It's
manwiches.
a weird,
But
weird
manwich
road to go down.
Anyway.
So, Earthbound!
I'm so happy that that's re-released.
Yeah, I
Next
thought
time,
about
like,
getting it.
You should get it because it's really fun. And it's a very strange game, just like Deadly Premonition and stuff. It's like weird stuff happening. And you've seen the beginning.
If
Yeah.
you haven't noticed, this episode is about supernatural things.
Yeah, what the heck? It
like-
always descends to
We
that.
plan our topics
Like,
very well.
And from like people in a weird town trying to solve something or something to that effect. So it sounds kind of like that
Mhm.
because he's first in his town and then goes off around the world and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's all very strange.
Yeah. I'm kind of waiting for... This will probably take a long time for it to happen, but I'm waiting for the price of it to drop. Because right now it's $9.99 on the Wii U.
Yeah. They'll probably have a sale. Like, what? No, we're in August.
Cool though, because it comes with that ebook.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I'd
Very
forgotten about
useful
that.
for people who have never played Earthbound or are trying to fully complete it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like, and back when Earthbound was released, they had the guide out
Mm-hmm.
with it to help American audiences and stuff get into the game more. And
Because at that time they weren't really into, like,
'cause
it's
it
kind
had
of like a role-playing
scratch
game.
stuff all over in different
Yeah, that's really weird.
Yeah.
smell like. He smells like smoke or something. What does this smell?
So weird.
Like, that's awesome. I want that book. I won't probably
Yeah.
get it because I'm sure it's really hard to find or it's really expensive.
Well, remember that, like, Fraser on VGA, he has, like, all of this, like, Earthbound stuff, but he does not have a case for his, cartridge. He's still trying to find one, and I'm like, good luck to you on that.
Yeah.
Lux, sir. I hope he finds it.
Because it's, like, his favorite game. That
It
and
sucks.
Edition.
It sucks when you like something a lot, but it's from your past and it's super hard to find.
I know.
I hate
The Pokedex.
or
I
even
have one,
Wind
but-
Waker, unless you
I-
buy it online.
I was
which-
trying really hard to help you find
Yeah, that
version of Wind Waker.
I even had people in my class looking for it.
Didn't you
and-
borrow it from a classmate one
Yeah, I
time?
did. I borrowed it and I played up to when you saw me playing it, and then I
Mhm.
kind of lost track because I had schoolwork.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No more
But-
procrastinating this
I
time.
had thought that you had the game.
Yeah, no.
But you were just borrowing it from me.
Yeah, I rented it and I was also borrowing it from you.
Yeah.
I should have bought it. See, I'm glad that the renting stage of stuff is over, because now I will just buy games. So if they turn out to be something I really like, I won't just end up renting them and bringing them back, and then years later when I want to play it again, I don't have it.
Yeah, but I also miss that because now you'll be paying $60 for
Yeah,
a
that's
game,
true.
and then maybe a couple hours in you'll be like, I don't like this game.
They need more demos.
It's
of
like me in
stuff.
Oblivion, except for that was $10. I paid for that crap.
Who's dying?
Sorry, that was me.
Wow.
It's okay. I guess it's just dying. Whatever.
So, was there anything else about Earthbound?
Soundtrack's pretty awesome. It's eerie, and I like it.
I played the first little bit of it, and I didn't get past the first town yet.
Oh. So far.
It got really hard, really kind of quickly.
Really?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a it's a tough game if you, one, don't know what you're doing too much, and two, like, I got up to the point where I was going to the first place you're supposed to go to, and I'm going through, like, a cave, and I'm not even, like, past the first section, and I'm being attacked by these little worms, and I'm like, whatever, the little worms. And I was like, this is really hard.
It's also hard because it's one of those games where you have to level up. Like, you have to grind at some point. It's not like, yeah, because it doesn't have a difficulty setting, so right now, like, literally it could be set at just, it's a normal, like, difficulty game, and then it just gets harder and harder and harder. So you have to make sure you're at the right level
You have to be on
fight.
top of your items, too.
Mm-hmm.
Because I went to go fight a boss guy, and I didn't have, like, this one item from the store that would have, like, significantly helped me.
God, yeah.
I died or something. And then I was like, whatever, I'm gonna, like, see if I can buy it. And I went and bought it, and I beat him no problem. So I was like, I wish I had that earlier.
Yeah, you kind of, like, kick yourself in the butt being like, I knew I needed that item. Why didn't I go get it first?
It's an expensive item.
Yeah, and then it's like, you get money really quickly, but because you, like, if you die a lot, you lose that money really quickly.
Well, that's only if you're holding the money.
Yeah, true.
Because it gets put into a
all.
bank account and you can take out as much as you want.
Mm-hmm.
Or as little as you want.
Earthbound is a turn-based game, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought so.
I love turn-based games.
The enemies in it are really funny.
Yeah, I've seen some of them.
It's the crow. I freaking hate that crow.
Yeah, the crows are really evil.
It's spiteful.
Very.
So, popular thing, kind of, right now.
It just popped out of nowhere. Like,
yeah.
I didn't hear of anything about it until, like,
I heard,
late
like,
July, early August.
And I was like, well, that's a thing, and I'm not really sure what it is. And then I kept going, and then I, like, bam, out of nowhere, significant boost in listeners and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, how did that happen?
So, welcome to Night Vale, which is a podcast, kind of, but it's more like a kind of
It's like a
show.
radio.
Yeah.
It's like a radio show, basically.
It's a podcast in the format of a radio show. So this character named Cecil is telling you about the news and stuff happening in their town, Night Vale, which is also a very strange town in, like, the desert and stuff. And, like, weird stuff happens, and they just kind of, like, ignore it, sort of thing. Like, that's a regular occurrence.
Yeah, because it's done in the form of, like, a news broadcast, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd gone to listen to the first kind of episode of it, and I listened to about 5 or 10 minutes, and the format of it threw me off. I'm probably going to go back and listen to it again, but it's just not what I expected.
I think you have to get past the first episode.
Yeah.
To really start to like it, because I had problems with the first episode, because I liked the first episode, don't get me wrong, but one, I wasn't expecting it to be 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So it felt longer because I also had to keep pausing it because I was doing other things. And there was a transcript, and I wanted to read through the transcript so I wouldn't miss stuff.
Oh,
so that takes up like 20 minutes of your time if you want to read it, and that's the thing, I like to read it as I go. Second time I went and did it, though, I kind of like semi-followed along with the reading because I wanted to listen to it, and I felt like I read ahead too much by mistake. So I caught the jokes before they were actually said. So I was like, I need to stop reading so much.
Yeah, I've been seeing, like, fan art and stuff of it, too.
Yeah,
which
really
is
like
extremely odd for that to come out of a podcast. Like, art from things isn't usually something you would expect from that sort of show. But
yeah,
that's
unless it was
super
like
cool.
in a unless it was like in a video format, I could like expect it, but since it's just kind of like just audio alone, I'm like,
Well,
all
it's
right.
kind of like if you were reading a book
Yeah,
and
I guess.
didn't have a TV series or a cover
Yeah,
that
true.
showed characters, you would go off of what the descriptions of the characters are and then draw them anyway.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that.
Hmm.
Only you get everything from the perspective of Cecil.
Hmm.
So
Even if I don't end up liking it, I think it's a really cool concept
it's really
that
cool.
It
they
is,
went
yeah.
with.
I've been seeing like so much fan art of it, and I'm like, man, this looks really good, but I don't think I'd be able to ever get into it.
Yeah, I want to try to, because you just said that it's harder to get past the first episode, so I want to get through that and listen to a couple of them before I make my decision.
Yeah. Like, I
'Cause-
like the quirkiness of it.
Yeah.
Like, new dog park has been built. Don't go to the dog park. Don't let your dogs in the dog park. I'm like,
Yeah, like that's pretty funny. Like,
it's funny. And he's like, people put Cecil and the scientist, and I can't remember his name
is
right
his
now.
name Carlos?
Carlos, I think. Yeah.
I think it is.
He's, cause he compliments him all the time.
Mhm.
Like, oh, his beautiful hair and blah, blah, blah. So it's like obvious that he has a crush on him in the first episode. But yeah, it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Because he's just constantly complimenting Carlos, the scientist. He's like, oh, he's so beautiful. And
Man, now I want to listen to it. I have to. It's a
You
thing.
do.
I'll add it to my
I
list.
think it's something you
Your
would
ever-growing
enjoy.
list.
Probably, because it seems like one of those. There's so many like mystery type things, but it
Yeah.
seems like one of those things that I would like. I just need to get into it, which is the hardest part for me.
Yeah. It's just kind of like easing in. There's, how many episodes are there? Like 25, I think?
Yeah, there's quite a few right
I'm-
now.
And they're 20 minutes each. And it's all Cecil going through the news of the day or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I got through 2 episodes, and I plan to listen to more. And you can get them free on iTunes, or you can get them you can download them or just listen to them free online.
Yeah, see, that's the nice thing because like you can just listen to them free. It's not like you have to pay to listen to them like other podcasts.
Free
Yeah.
stuff is always nice.
I know,
Free
free stuff is
always
awesome.
nice. Because it feels like something that I could put on my iPod
Yeah.
and go on the bus, and when I'm riding somewhere for like 20 minutes, I can listen to a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And it'd be like I'm listening to the radio while I'm sitting on a bus or something. Pretty cool.
And then you could be like, so did you hear about the news today? And then
Hear
they'll-
about that colorful cloud circling the sky? Like,
Did
what's
you
that?
hear about the dog park? Let's not go to it.
So, the farmer told me about that cloud and cats and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, interesting thing, either
Yeah.
way.
Okay, I have an interesting story that just happened like literally as you started talking about Welcome to Night Vale.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay, my cat, she has this one tree that she looks at like every single day and she stalks it. It's because there's a chipmunk up there that teases her.
Okay.
And she has been chasing this chipmunk literally all summer. Like across the lawn and all that stuff. She finally caught it and killed it, and now she's playing with it.
Aw.
Ew.
So it's a sad story. Why did you end on a sad story?
Because I've been watching her and she's been like pawing at the dead body and it looks so funny.
That's not fun. That's not
That's
funny.
really funny.
It is because hey,
At the dead.
hey, this is an accomplishment because that chipmunk was a pain in the ass, alright?
I mean,
Finally caught her
congratulations to your
soul.
cat, but I mean, that poor thing.
That's really morbid, Lindsay.
I was so happy though.
Oh, okay. So this kind of concludes the 9th episode of our podcast.
Mhm.
You can send us questions and stuff on Tumblr or on Twitter. And we will be coming at you again next week. So look forward to that.
Mhm.
We love you and goodbye.
Bye.
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 You're so cool.